On camera.
So, what I want to say is that I love each and every one of you. Each and every one of you are unique. Each and every one of you have the things that you contribute to make us better, to make us whole, to make us a team, to make us a family, to make us sisters. I never had sisters, so this is the closest I ever had to sisters. Good, bad, or ugly. Up or down. I never understood the dynamics of it, but that's okay.
We have all of us. We help you.
Well, but what I want to say, I want to say, is there anybody here that could not say that, whether on a professional, a personal, an interpersonal level, whatever, that you have not had your challenges or difficulties?
No, for sure. Yeah,
I don't think there's any one of us that can say that.
I can say that.
And I think the thing is that, you know, Randy's going through a rough spot right now. Rachel's gone through a rough spot. Treasure, Tegan, Evelyn, Trudy, I don't think there's any one of us that can say that we have not gone through a rough spot this last year. And when you're the one not going through a rough spot, it's easy to look at somebody that's going through a rough spot and point a finger. Okay? It's easy to feel like, I'm not going through a rough spot. Why can't they buck up? Why am I having to pull an extra weight? Why? I feel like it's putting something on me. And you know what? The fact of the matter, it is. And that's the thing that I find, hopefully, that is different about us. Is that when somebody's going through a rough spot, we're not backbiting, we're not pulling down, we're not pointing a finger, we're not belittling, we're not, you know, we're saying, okay, you know, I've been through a rough spot. This has been a very challenging, rough spot for me this year. I've had to be gone a lot. You guys have had to pull a lot more weight. I know it's been difficult when I've been gone, and I know when people get stressed that it's easy to start turning on each other. It's very easy to start pointing the finger and saying, you know, you. So for any of that you may have gone through when I wasn't here, I take responsibility. And if you want to point the finger, I just ask you, don't point at each other. If you want to point it at somebody, you can point it at me. Okay? So, you know, I have people that come into the office and they walk into the office and they literally say, I have never been in a place like this. From the time the phone is answered until everything that happens, I can tell you guys work as a team. Okay? And a team, the one thing they do is they don't turn on each other. And this year, you guys may have had to pull more of my weight. And next year, it may be somebody else's weight. Okay? And nobody may have ever had to pull your weight for you. But I can guarantee you, sometime down the road, in the course of all of our lives, we're going to have to pull the weight for each other. And so I can only say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for pulling the weight for me. Thank you for being there. I know it hasn't been easy. I know people have had to do double duty. I know if I've had to run out of the office early because of something that's happened, you know, with my child or with whatever, I don't think there's anybody here that if you had to run out of the office early at a moment's notice, that the rest of us wouldn't say, I understand. And I'm not going to pick on it. I'm not going to belittle it. I'm not going to blame you. You know, it's life that happens to all of us. And I think that's the thing that makes us different. You know, I think it makes us different because we have a connection and an interconnection of relationships and love and compassion, you know, that, you know, I am not a Christian. I don't adhere to that, but you lay down your life for each other. And I think that goes across the board. And I think that's the thing that I feel like we're good about doing. And we have an opportunity to start a new year and to reflect upon our relationships in the office and with each other, to make things right that may not be right, you know, and to move on and to let it go. And I think that because of the atmosphere that we have, we're able to say that and do that, rather than push it down, you know, bury it, and then the next thing you know, you're pulling out a card catalog of beating somebody over the head of something insignificant that is not worth it. So, you know, I'm hoping next year will be better. For some of us, it will be better. But you know what? For some of us, it might not. And I think that if we have the commitment to each other, that no matter what happens, that we're going to be there, we're going to support each other, we're going to not turn on each other, we're going to say, hey, it is what it is, I'm going to do what I need to do, I'm going to go where I need to go, then I think, you know what, we have the greatest opportunity for success. And not financially, but personally and interpersonally as a group. So I love you all, and I just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yay. We're going to send this to Randy. Wish you were here, Randy. Love you. Here,
Randy. We miss you.
Love you, Randy. Miss you.
You're on camera. All right.
Love you, Randy.
And clean up my face probably.